Okay. Hi, it's Brenda Thyne. I just want to jump on here for a second. Not necessarily a live, but a recorded live, of course. A moment to introduce you to my new program and what you can expect through it. So, many of you who know me know that I'm a psychic medium and that I do readings for people and healings for people, and I do spiritual coaching, transformational coaching. And I'm really blessed to have the connection that I have with Spirit. I'm really blessed to have the relationship that I do with Spirit. It's very casual, it's very comfortable. That was kind of a part of the deal for me. But I'm very blessed to have this ability to easily convey messages, easily receive and convey messages with not just, certainty, but with accuracy and sometimes with humor, sometimes with compassion, whatever it may be. But it's always there when I'm working, and even when I'm not, it's there a lot of the time as well. But it is a switch that you turn on and off, and so that's important for me to mention, because my switch was turned off for quite a long time. Through my teens, I shut down. I turned that switch off and said, you know what, I'm not interested in that kind of experience, because being a teenager is tough enough as it was. And so I shut it all down. And it wasn't until I was in my very, very early 20s, once I had my first son and moved away from the city, that I decided it was time to open up again and to really, connect myself back to who I was and what it was all about, and what was really going on inside me. But for a long, long time, I did not actively use my psychic abilities or my mediumship or my intuitive impressions. Didn't necessarily go heated, So I know where everybody's at when you're in that space, and I also know, though, how to reinstate, how to reactivate, how to reconnect, and to reestablish those strong connections with Spirit. And that's what this new program is all about. The psychic development, Meet the Clairs, we're calling it, is you and me working your abilities, showing you who you are, what you got going on, because everybody's psychic. We all have the ability to actually tap into the Clairs. We're incredibly gifted and complex beings. We really are. And we only really use a portion of our abilities, of our awareness, even of our consciousness, right? I mean, the visible spectrum that we view our reality with and live our lives with is a very, very small portion of what's actually out there. Which, of course, begs the question, what's really going on outside of where we can be conscious, where we are living, where we are experiencing, right? Like, there's lots going on. So that's part of what we teach you, or I teach you with my guides and everybody in this program. We teach you how to go inside yourself, how to discover the Clairs for yourself within you. We teach you how to ground and protect, to understand energy, and how it works, and how you work it, how to read it, what it's telling you, what impressions you get from that, the difference between psychic and intuitive experiences and hits. All of this stuff is really important to the development of your psychic abilities and to the utilizing of them. Because you don't want to just open up. It's like a power tool, right? Like, they're like power tools. You just don't want to plug the darn thing in and run willy-nilly with it, because that's just not right. It's just not healthy. It's not helpful. It's kooky, I mean, just like opening all your chakras up. You don't just want to run around full bore with your chakras wide open all the time, because there's a lot involved there. A lot of people don't know that. So these kinds of things are some of the topics that we cover in this beautiful psychic development program. Meet the Clairs. The Clairs. The Clair sisters. Clairaudience, the ability to hear clearly. Clairvoyance, the ability to see clearly. Clairsentience, the ability to see or to sense clearly, to feel clearly. And claircognizance, the ability to just know, clear knowing, right? You just know. I don't care what you say, I just know. I just know this. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. You know it. Those are the 4 Clairs. But there's also clairgustance, and one other Clair that we're going to cover. I never remember the name of it. But anyway, there's clair smelling and clair tasting. We're going to cover them, all of them. And it's going to be fun. Because one thing I didn't have when I was reopening and reactivating my psychic abilities, reconnecting all the dots and plugging back in, was I didn't have somebody to teach me and to guide me. I had to do it on my own. My guides were there, but I had to do it on my own. And so that's why I think it's really important that somebody who's spent the last 20 some odd years, almost 30 years now, developing and, reconnecting with those connections is perfect. Coach, trainer, teacher, whatever you want to call me, to help you get there. So if you're interested in learning Brenda's methods to psychic activation, psychic development, and psychic abilities, and everything that goes in between them and along with them, then get a hold of me. You can either PM me through Facebook, you can send me an email at brendathyne @gmail.com. That's BRENDATHYNE @gmail.com. Or Connections Resource Center Facebook page. There's lots of different ways. Anyway, I look forward to working with you. It's going to be fun. Anybody who knows me knows it's fun. Working with me is fun. I got a sense of humor, and Spirit knows it. So they work with me that way, right? So we work that way with you. Learning is fun. It's supposed to be anyway. And when you're having fun, you don't always know how much you're learning, but you do learn. And believe you me, we learn a lot. You hang out with me for a little while, and you'll learn tons. Not that I know all or have the be-all or any of that stuff, but I do know a lot. I will tell you. I've spent a long time researching me inside. I'm not really well versed on a lot of the different books and things like that, but I know what's there. I know the essence of the energies and the messages, and from that place, we come to you, pure and unadulterated. Anyway, God bless you all. It's a beautiful time to manifest your psychic abilities, to really dive into who you are, your totality of being. Like, you're so much more than you are actually actively living as. And when you start to engage these extra senses, you begin to live a really extraordinary life. And that, I can tell you, that is exceptional. Take it from the Empress of Ease. I look forward to working with you and helping you to explore the extraordinary you and to engage with your extra senses, to live a life much more than you've ever lived before. God bless you. We'll talk soon. Bye now.